What if I told you the best places to retire isn't Florida or Arizona? Florida's crowded, Arizona's expensive, and no one's talking about the hidden gem in the Southwest, New Mexico. Until now. Before we dive in, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and tap that little bell so you never miss any updates on all things Las Cruces, New Mexico from mine or my client's perspective.
Yeah, it's Kacie in the LC. Keys to the dream, come and ride with me. Homes, views, life where you wanna be. Las Cruces, living Kacie in the LC. Kacie in the LC. Kacie in the LC, yeah. Kacie in the LC, yeah. Kacie in the LC. Las Cruces.
Las Cruces is warm, welcoming, and wildly underrated. This isn't a sleepy retirement town. It's a sunshine, mountain views, wine tasting, and pickleball at golden hour town. It's VA support, strong community, and homes that won't drain your savings. It's a place more and more retirees are calling their home. Let's kick it off with the number one reason people are actually packing their bags: financial freedom. Las Cruces has a median home price of around $284,000. That's nearly 30% below the national average and about half of what you'd pay in Phoenix or Santa Fe. If you're selling a home in a high cost market and then cashing out your equity, your money is going to stretch way further here in Las Cruces. One of my clients from Washington sold their home there, bought a house cash here that was about twice the size of the home that they had in Washington, and was able to pocket enough to buy another home here if they really wanted to. But that wasn't their plan. Their plan is to live off of that money and store it away. So even if you're downsizing, I would say that is totally upgrading your life. And the savings go beyond the purchase price. Our overall cost of living is 16 to 20% lower than many cities across the country. Property taxes are lower, utilities are way lower, health insurance, groceries, and home maintenance, it all just feels a lot lower here. Of course, the sunshine helps too. We get over 300 days of sunshine every single year. Winters are mild, the air is dry, and if you're coming from a cold or humid client, it feels like a total reset for your body and you could just breathe better. Here's the real secret. Doctors are actually recommending this place to move to. I've had clients from the Midwest, the South, even the Pacific Northwest tell me that their doctors advise them to move from their climate to a dry climate for their lungs, their joints, their chronic pain, and within months of living here, they felt so much better. One of my buyers actually struggled with asthma for years and did not sleep well, told me that their breathing totally improved when they moved here, their energy was up, and finally sleeping through the night. This isn't just a place to retire, this is a wellness by default. And speaking of staying active, let's talk about our current retirement obsession. Pickleball, y'all. Las Cruces is all in on it. We have courts all across town. Our newest courts is at the East Mesa Pickleball courts. We have the Rio Grande Winery, we have Pickle Planet, Apodaca Park, Lions Park, Rincon Hills Park, and many others that are popping up in newer developments that are designing pickleball courts right into their amenities, which I think is so cool. In my opinion, the best courts you can play on here in Las Cruces are at a winery. Yes, at Rio Grande Winery, you can serve it up, smash that ball, laugh with your friends, and then head straight to the patio for wine tasting, charcuterie, and the best Organ Mountain views. This is such a great way to actually get out, meet new people for weekly games, and for $30 a month, you can actually have a monthly membership to the courts at the Rio Grande Winery, which I think is super cheap. Las Cruces is a place where you can hike in the morning, sip wine in the afternoon, and then beat your new besties in pickleball by dinner. Retirement doesn't mean slowing down here. It actually means just living a better life. Now, I want to be very upfront with you about healthcare. Las Cruces has 3 full-service hospitals, Memorial Medical Center, Mountain View Regional, and 3 Crosses Regional Medical Center. There are also a dozen of local clinics, urgent care centers, and tons of different specialties. But we are a smaller city per se, and that means you might run into long wait times, especially for certain specialties. Sometimes there's only 1 or 2 providers in that specific field that you're needing, which can be super frustrating if you need to make an appointment quickly. It's just not gonna happen. Many of my clients keep their primary care here, and then they head to El Paso or Albuquerque for more advanced treatments if needed. The good news is El Paso is just 45 minutes away, and has multiple top-tier medical centers. If they need more in-depth care, they can head to Albuquerque or the Scottsdale Mayo Clinic, which is about a 6-hour drive. Now, if you are a veteran, this area shines for you. We love our vets. Las Cruces has a local outpatient clinic for primary care and mental health. And just down the road is our William Beaumont Army Medical Center, which is one of the largest and most respected military hospitals in the region. That's in addition to El Paso VA and full access to Fort Bliss, which is one of the largest Army bases. We're also just a short drive from White Sands Missile Range and Holloman Air Force Base, which means you still have commissary access, PX and BX shopping, and all the services that you are used to. And unlike some cities, Las Cruces is a very VA friendly. Pretty much every single appraiser is licensed for VA loans. All of our local lenders are VA experts, and our veteran community is strong, respected, and very much supported. If you're looking for a gated 55 and up community, here are your best options. The Boulders at Sonoma Ranch. This community is known for its excellent location, amenities, and proximity to the Sonoma Ranch Golf Course and other area conveniences. The Boulders on the Green is a 55 and up active adult community which has 71 homes featuring a clubhouse, pool, spa, fitness center, and beautifully maintained common areas. Trails West is a beautiful gated mobile home community with a ton of cool amenities like 2 clubhouses, indoor and outdoor pool, fitness facilities, billiards room, a library, multiple dog parks, and large multi-purpose room. The Tavis Estates, this community offers private walking paths, a clubhouse, pool, and patio with scenic views. So every single time I walk into these communities to show homes, I wish my community had all these extra little amenities. It just makes me think like, okay, potentially I wouldn't mind living in an active 55 and up community to retire in. Okay, so now real talk. Las Cruces is not perfect. We all know that. So let's go over a few things that might not check your boxes. First off, we don't have Costco. I know that hits hard. Some people, that may be a hard stop, but we do have Sam's Club. My father-in-law, who is a ride or die Costco fan from Illinois, insists that our Sam's Club is better than most Costco's he's ever seen. That is his official review, and I'm not about to argue with it, so take his word for it. We also don't have a beach. There is plenty of sand, but it is desert sand, not ocean sand. So if you need to fall asleep to like crashing waves, this may not be the right place for you. But if you love mountain views, starry nights, fresh air, and skies that look like watercolor painting, you're gonna feel at home here. Our summers do get hot, like triple digit hot. It's dry heat, which helps, but you still want to plan your errands and outings earlier in the day or the afternoon when the sun dips down a little bit. Think early morning hikes, shaded patios, and iced margarita on repeat. Public transportation here isn't great either. Las Cruces is a driving town. You are going to want your own vehicle to get around comfortably and on your schedule. Sometimes you're gonna need to head to El Paso for things that we don't have here, whether it's specialty doctors, certain stores that we don't have, or just a variety in restaurants and entertainment. It's an easy day trip, but it's still worth knowing that you may have to drive there. And here's one thing that may not come up until you're actually living here is the dating pool. From my understanding, it's not exactly thriving here. I personally cannot attest to this. I am happily married, definitely not in the dating scene for a very long time, but one of my clients recently moved out of Las Cruces after living here for quite a while, not because she didn't love it here. In fact, she told me she was gonna miss everything about this city, but she was excited to head to her new city for bigger dating scene and more options for meeting people. So if you're single and looking to date in retirement here in Las Cruces, it might take a little bit more effort, a few more road trips, but again, I really have no clue. I'm just going based off of what my clients have told me. But even with those trade-offs, the overwhelming feedback I get from my clients is this: Las Cruces just feels right and like home. To give you a sense of what other people are saying, I actually went to Facebook and I pulled comments directly from one of our local Facebook community groups where somebody recently asked what retirees should know before moving to Las Cruces, and they are coming from Florida. So here is what people shared. One local who's lived here for nearly 20 years said dust and wind are the worst of the weather, and it's dry. But there's no hurricanes, tornadoes, floods, fires, mudslides, or snowstorms, and barely any mosquito, unless you live in the valley. I love the friendliness and the diversity. There's lots of things to do, and if you can't find it here, there's always nearby El Paso. Another Floridian who moved here said, we left because of the humidity. It's very dry here, which helps my respiratory issues, but we do get dust storms in exchange. If you're into walking and hiking, this is the place. Someone else chimed in and said, invest in a HEPA filter and maybe a couple Roombas. We like dust here. Some are honest about the downsides: water scarcity, wind, the occasional crime uptick, and fewer dining and grocery options compared to bigger cities. One person joked that somebody mentioned the lack of Michelin star restaurants in the comments, but then added neither New Mexico or Arizona have any Michelin star restaurants, so that's a moot point. But there was a shared theme. Las Cruces offers a calm, connected, and grounded lifestyle. One comment said, don't move here and complain about what it's not. Come here and enjoy it for what it is. Calm, sunny, beautiful, and real. I love that. Another person summed it up perfectly. I came for the weather and I stayed for the people. It's peaceful, affordable, it's friendly, and it gives you space to live life on your terms. So if you're ready to start your next chapter here in Las Cruces, I would love to help you, whether you're moving in 6 weeks or just dreaming about it right now. I'm here to answer your questions and help you figure out if Las Cruces could be the perfect fit for you in retirement. I mentioned sunsets earlier, and yes, the sunsets really do look like a magical painting with the most vibrant colors ever. You just have to come for yourself and see. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know in the comments what else you want to know about retiring here in Las Cruces, New Mexico. Kacie in the LC out.